Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're gonna check Eleonor's new weapon and supporter. Let's see, where do I have? Here. So, starting with this one, the weapon, Guide of the Starry Seas. So, this weapon snares the enemies hit with reflective ray. So reflective ray, if I'm not mistaken, let's go to Eleonor very quickly. Yeah, reflective ray, this one. Yeah, it's the one that makes waterfalls, mirror-ish things, and it shoots a lot of laser towards the enemy. This is pretty good, especially if you ensnare the enemy, because that means they are not going to be able to move from where they stand, and they're going to receive all the hits, reducing their super armor quickly. And a popular supporter to use with this skill was White Feather Aska, because that way you're going to break the super armor, but now you can use this instead, because they're going to receive all the hits. Also, for 10 seconds, yeah, that's the duration of the snare, and reduces the critical attack resistance by 10%. This is very, very good for VR, basically. I mean, on all other kind of content, you're going to be able to crit easily, but with this, you're going to have the chance to crit in VR, which is monumental. Increase critical damage dealt to enemies under wet status by 44%. So, this is very easy to achieve, and you have the chance to crit thanks to this critical rate resistance. And why is it easy to achieve? Number one, Eleonor's skills in red. Let's go back to Eleonor one more time. We're going to be doing that a lot today. So, these skills. First, reflective ray. This doesn't give wet, but acid rain, when it's red, it gives wet. And also, feral spirit, it also gives wet. So with those two skills, you're already you're gonna be doing a lot of damage whenever you crit. And there's also the supporter. Oh, my phone. It says increases damage dealt to all enemies by 26% proportionate to the number of enemies affected by the wet status. This, I'm not sure if it's worded properly, but if it's what it says, then you're going to deal more damage depending on how many enemies have wet. This would be good for the machine type enemy on the VR, because they're not gonna die and there's gonna be more enemies, so you're gonna increase your damage more than 26% if it is what it says. If it was something different, like depending on the stack of wet, that would be better, but I don't think that's the case. Then increases critical rate of all attacks by 26%. So this is great because it works, it synergizes with the weapon, thanks to the critical rate reduction. Then it has a passive if it's on the main slot, which deals 30% of damage, which is whatever, but the important thing is that it applies wet status for 5 seconds to one random enemy and target every 4 seconds. So every 4 seconds you're gonna be inflicting wet when you're fighting against all the VR bosses. This is gonna be awesome, and has a 50% chance to apply wet status to additional 4 enemies. So this is busted. I mean, really busted, because you're gonna be applying wet, which isn't a super useful status, but the thing is that it synergizes. It's a debuff, so it's gonna increase damage to any character that has supporters which increase damage against debuffs. It also slows a little bit the enemy, which is good, and most importantly, it's going to increase the damage on Eleonor. And draws energy from Aquarius, deals 880% of damage to all enemies as a waterfall, and reduces their speed by 20% for 8 seconds. So yeah, everyone is gonna be super slow when fighting against Eleonor, and that's great. There are options because her other limited supporter, her original character release limited supporter, should be around here. Yeah, here. So this one also increases damage against enemies with the wet status, and it also applies wet. But I wouldn't recommend, unless you're doing a solo strategy, to use a mixture of both colors. Let's see. So one more time. When do we apply the wet effect on acid rain? When we have 2. When do we apply when we have 2? Well, yes, you can actually. It is a viable option. So I'm gonna do 2 runs to begin with, and they're gonna be on Arena Tower. So very quickly, Eleonor, I want you to do anti-demon. I think this is anti-demon. Yeah, it is anti-demon. Now, very quickly, a small parenthesis here. On yesterday's video, I mentioned that Dancer Shizuru increases the speed of your team, but she doesn't. It's only for the character who has her equipped. I'm gonna do another video about all the supporters with team-wide effects or extra passive on the active, because I think it's important to identify who is going to help the whole team and who is going to only buff the character they are equipped with. Now, back to the Arena Tower. So yeah, I have these Wind Magatamas, which are gonna increase damage dealt to range attack, and they also increase the speed of the attacker if it's a 4 set. So that's great. I just got them yesterday after recording the video. And yeah, I'm gonna go with the same skills that I show you. I'm gonna use these two because, well, first I'm gonna go full red. Right now I'm gonna go full red. And then I'm gonna do it again, but with the other Eleonor supporter. You can check the damage. I'm not sure if it's that much of a difference. Technically it should be better with who? If I replace Kiara, because Kiara is 4 out of 5, which means she has a 35% damage increase. So yeah, as you can see, there's no way they get out of this attack, which is very good. Which was the attack for? A hold immediately after attack. So one more time. Is it immediately after being attacked? Well, there we go. Oh, you can see that. Whoa. The range of the cloud isn't that good. As you can see, you have to be kind of in front of the enemy, which is fine if you do this and then you do the rain. If they don't die, that is. But yeah, she crits a lot, and I mean a lot, really. Yeah, so that's it. Pretty good, right? I had troubles getting the supporters. As you saw, I have the weapon and supporter 5-5, but I made a mistake, so I had to roll a little bit more. I got the weapon with the desire points, which I didn't want. so I had to waste my gacha coins and some crystals. But well, I managed to get it. Now, I'm gonna use the other Eleonor because, as you saw, their Acid Rain and Feral Spirit are still going to be active. The merit about this is that you get the critical rate, the 50 extra critical rate percent. You're not gonna get it on reflective rate, which I think it's a big deal. Even though we're gonna get more damage thanks to the weapon, the supporter. No, we're not gonna get extra critical rate, even though we get extra damage. Though, depending on the stage, maybe you don't need that critical rate, as you can see, and it's gonna be more beneficial. But obviously, on where on VR, that's not gonna be good enough. My God, look at the damage. Oh, let me do my skills. So yeah, Rinko dead. Yesterday, after the supporter released, I rolled for it and I kind of upgraded them as much as I could. Nice. And I managed to get, I think, both the weapon and the supporter to plus 15. Let me just check that one more time. Yeah, and I also upgraded Kiara's arena weapon to give it to Eleonor. Kiara's and this one. Yeah, 15. So yeah, as you saw, it is pretty good. And now, what really matters? We are going to test this on VR. I already spent the rest of my points, and I started to climb the tower a little bit with whatever points I had yesterday. So we're gonna use this composition. This is full damage, and there are advantages and disadvantages to this. So first of all, there's no that much crowd control. There is a little bit, but I'm not gonna be able to abuse slow or something like that. So as usual, full damage. All of them always are gonna be full damage. When I say full damage, I have all the Magatemas. And these are whatever Magatemas. They just seem to have these effects, which are not going to help me at all, but they match. Then Rose Rondo, Sprout Garden, and Whip Shot. Yes. So the important thing, the supporter. Why is it important to have this supporter on Chizuru? I mean, if we have better options in the future, that's gonna be great. Honestly, the fortitude and buff increase duration, I don't think they are like amazing. Actually, the only important passive is the speed increase, which is very good on her because she destroys super armor with her multi-hit attacks. We're gonna use New Year Shiranui as well. 5 out of 5. I got her on one of the packs, which gave tickets for these things, these seasonal supporters. And Kirara with 4 5. All my team debuffs in some way, so this is viable. But if your team doesn't specialize on that, you can use other things. There are many red supporters which increase damage in general. For example, hair, this one. So yeah, there are options. And the weapon, of course, I just built this to increase damage as much as possible because I don't have many of Shizuru's weapons to a good S level, so I decided to build this one just to increase damage as much as I could. And then Eleonor again, 15, 13, and full damage for human. Skills are the same as before. And since I took Kirara, I am going to use instead Shirayuki. Yeah, because Eleonor is a demon. Again, you could use the other Eleonor, the green one. Or there are more options. For example, we have an arrow supporter, any general damage supporter. So yeah, that's the thing. Even critical damage supporters, where is she? Like armored Kurenai. That's another thing you can do. But yeah. And then for Astaroth, well, Astaroth, again, full damage human. And she's gonna go green, as you can see. In this case, let's see, reduce the enemy's speed. Yeah, I'm gonna change it to this one, just because I want more debuffs. Then, damage increase, damage and defense. So this one is pretty good. If I'm not mistaken, this increases damage and reduces damage against all VR bosses, because I think that the status that they get at the start of the battle count as buffs. This to increase damage, to get a little bit of armor. So yeah, supposedly I shouldn't have any problems. And you're gonna see it's super funny because at the start of battle, Eleonor is going to damage the masked Taimanin. So yeah, let's see. So the masked Taimanin arrives, and while we are waiting for action, yeah, damage. And wet status also. Yeah, that was fast. But I mean, it's 20 something. Obviously, it was going to be fast. It's at level 41 that I want to check how good it is. But yeah, it shreds the super armor very quickly. The idea here is to deal as much damage as possible, thanks to the critical rate reduction on both Shizuru and Eleonor. You're gonna be able to progress super fast. In my opinion, both Shizuru and Eleonor are must-have for both weapon and supporter. If you want to, Shizuru more the weapon than anything, but if you want to tackle BR, the higher levels, then those two are kind of the best limited sets in the game, in my opinion, judging by what I have seen. Which isn't to say that you should prioritize these over anything. As usual, because they are limited supporters, they're gonna be coming back eventually. That's one of the good things about, oh my god, about this kind of banner, yeah. Unlike the character release supporter, which never comes back, and I still hate that because there are some limited character release limited supporters that I never got, and I have to wait for a ticket to finally get. For example, which was it? It was Sora. Sora, yes. I never got Sora's, and I started to get nano machines just to level up something good. And when Sora eventually came out in the form of the ticket, the limited ticket that we got like last month, I use all my nano machines to increase her S level up to 4. So yeah, yeah, it is okay. The damage I deal here, though. I am worried. We're about to start getting to the stage where I normally farm. The thing is, one bad attack. Let's just say that she gets enough super armor in one instance. It's gonna be really bad for Shizuru, because Shizuru always gets too close to the enemy. Maybe I should, or anyone who wants to try this strategy should use Shizuru as the main. The thing is, I don't like the way... I haven't seen the new patterns on the AI attack of Astaroth. Let me check. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to 31. And I'm going to recover HP. Where is she? Where is she? Aha, Felicia. Yeah, I have the healer set for Felicia here, in case anything happens. So I'm just gonna heal on one stage, and then I'm gonna go back. That's something that you can do. You can just go back with Felicia, heal your characters, and then continue tackling the arena. No, the arena, no. The VR as much as you can. Okay. Come on. Damage it, damage her. Yeah. Like that. So 50% HP. Yeah, come on. More damage, yeah. Look at that HP going up. Yeah, perfect. That's what I want to see. Nice. Well done. Now, with full HP, I can continue with my strategy. And as I said, I don't like this. I mean, it is very good. Maybe you can progress quickly, but if you have bad luck, you may lose a character because they don't have enough damage reduction. They are going full attack. So yeah, I wish we had more characters similar to now, which give a considerable amount of damage and damage reduction, especially for other colors. I mean, red specializes on damage, blue on defensive effects, but it also have pure damage, but not many at that. And green is critical and damage. So yeah, okay, I don't have more. Okay, I'm gonna use some, like, yeah, maybe 3, just to see how much I can progress on the arena. Yeah, if I can manage 50, that's gonna be awesome. Whoa. That's another advantage now that I think about it. The fact that she's snare means that if Shizuru places herself properly, she can avoid attack. But I don't trust the AI for any of the characters. But yeah, that's why she didn't die there. Yeah, it's very good. I haven't done. Oh my god. I haven't done this in any other kind of. I haven't done this so fast at this level. I'm gonna go to 20 because I am going to be using myself Felicia. It is already done? Okay, perfect. Select. How do I never use Felicia. I used to play with her a lot. Now I don't. So Evil Strange is hold. And Vampiric Zone is the evade. Yeah. So I'm just going to let the other characters destroy her and recover HP. Yeah, like that. Perfect. One more time. Yep. Super good. So yeah, that's the problem with going full damage instead of control. That one small mistake can screw you up. So let's see. This is the last that I'm going to do. I usually farm at 41. It's just to check. I'm also going to do videos since we're on mask Taimanin weeks. I'm gonna do videos on other strategies. I usually use the slow strategy, but I recently by the way, I forgot to mention one very important thing is that Eleonor is 75. She's that. What does that mean? Not only it affects that she doesn't have the stats, but also the fact that she isn't receiving the benefit of the awakening skills, of the awakening passives. So yeah, what you're seeing it's at level 75. Imagine if she was higher. I'm going to test her again once I have. Once I get one green crystal. When I get one green crystal, I'm gonna be able to awaken her. Yeah, I'm just going to show you very quickly. Here, challenge. Eleanor 75, yeah. So whenever I get one crystal, I have ways to get coins, but yeah, as you can see, we don't have the icon of awaken skills, which means she isn't getting the benefit of all of this, which means she could be doing even more damage. And I decided to start working on critical damage and critical chance for range attacks, because now that I'm going to use Shizuru and Eleanor, that's a viable option. Yeah. So other than that, yeah, I'm gonna be testing other compositions for this. Though I like this one, it's still suboptimal until I get Eleanor 287, which is gonna take a while. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know. And yeah, I'm gonna be using control strategies. I already did a video about this one, the slow strategy, but now I have 2 witch-sus, which mean I can do better. And also I have been trying this one, but I haven't experimented too much on it because I was leveling up Sakura. Again, on the tickets, on the weapon ticket that we get for all the seasonal weapons. I got this one. I hate random tickets, but I got this one, and I decided to buy her pack to make it 5/5. I didn't get all of the things on her campaign. Depending on what the effects are, I may or may not get things. For example, for Shiranui, I did get her one more time. For Shiranui's, I did get as much as I could. Where are Shiranui's? Here. Yeah, I got both the supporter and the weapon 4/4 on her campaign. But another example is, where is Rinkos? Where this one? Yeah, this one I didn't because I thought it was pretty bad at the time. I don't know if it will be good or not, but yeah, neither did I use this one. Yeah, I didn't get it full. I think I didn't buy the pack. That's the thing for those two. And Sakura's I didn't get. I don't know. I think it was the desire weapon or whatever, but I was missing two. The pack and another one. So yeah. But next time I'm gonna be using Sakura, because Sakura has the effect that on normal attacks you can enable the attack, disarm. It disarm the enemy, okay? And you can use Witch Su on her. I am thinking of using something else instead of Sakura, because there are faster attackers. For example, my Anne Rose here, she has this one, 5/5, which is going to increase her speed a lot. And well, I cannot. I wish there were more supporters which increase speed. For example, the Shizuru one would work, but why do I want to increase the attack to use the effect of Wishu? So yeah, I want to increase the attack speed to do that, so I have to have Su on the main. So I'll check what I can do in order to use Sakura and Witsu to disarm. So I'll be doing that. I'm also gonna do some videos on the Magatamas, especially since I finally got, yeah, these 4 Magatamas with a win set. We're gonna analyze which are good, which are bad, and as I say, we're gonna check supporters with passive effects on the active. And I think that's it for now. If there's something else that you want to talk about, tell me in the comments and I will try to make a video as soon as possible. I think there are like 2 or 3 days in the week which I cannot make videos. I don't remember my schedule right now. But let's see, tomorrow I'm not going to be able to make a video, but maybe on Thursday. Yeah, so see you on Thursday. Bye.